Hey, welcome back to Windmill Farm here in North Mississippi. I'm Grizz, and I was out here harvesting some of my lettuce, getting the first harvest I'm getting this year off of it. Like I told y'all earlier in the year, we were a little late with all the weather and the rain and stuff. We were a little late getting some of this stuff in, but anyway, I was out here harvesting some of it, and I got to thinking, some people might not know exactly how to harvest their lettuce without running it and keeping from getting more and more off of it as the year goes through. I normally keep my lettuce way over into the summer months, and a lot of folks say, well, I can't never do that, and I find out a lot of times it's because they actually hurt the crown of the plant, what I call the crown. I'm no plant specialist. I tell y'all that all the time. I'm just telling you, like I told you before, what my grandmother calls it. But like if you see these plants right in here, there's a, let me see, I don't know if I can get this to do this or not, but if y'all look right here, let me see if I can get that to, well, I guess it's not going to open up for me anymore. Let me see if I can get y'all out of here and bring you in a little closer. All right, what I was saying is if you look down here at this butter crunch, you see how you see some little bitty small leaves? Let me get you in there close. See how you see these little small leaves in here and some of these other leaves on the outside? All right, to me, this is what I've always called the crown in my lettuce, because that's basically young lettuce coming out. Now, on this red romaine that I got here, I never harvested. If you look over here, if you look at some of my romaine that I've harvested, it's red. It's red pretty much all the way through. Now, I will harvest it when it's like this too, red with a little bit of green at the bottom. But if you look at this, where it's mainly all green at the bottom and just a little bit of red at the top, and it's not hardly filled out, and this is hardly any red on it, I won't harvest that. I'll leave them tender leaves behind to grow more. But what I do is I come in here and like this right here, to me is too tender, too small. It's still got a lot of green in here, but this doesn't. Basically what I'll do is I'll come in here, and I'm trying to do this one-handed while looking at the film, so I'm sorry about it. And I cut it down there at the base, okay? Like so. All right, now that's my good lettuce that I'm gonna save right there. I can pull this up here. All right, notice that lettuce. That is glossy. It's got a good firm feel to it when you pick it up. Very little of it's green on that red romaine. Now here's the kicker. See this leaf right here? Notice how that's not glossy. It's lost all of its vigor, I would say. It's limp feeling when you pick it up. This was the leaf that was on there when I first planted it, and the frost got it a little bit when we had that frost here recently. So with that being said, this here gets tossed out for the rabbits and everything else that come up here to eat. And I pick up that. Now I'm gonna go back up here and put this back to where y'all can watch me from above while I harvest some more of this, now that y'all seen what I was talking about. See, even in this romaine, you get in there real close. You see it right down there? That's the little bit what I call the crown, and that's what keeps that's where the new leaves come out. Now here's the kicker. If you want to, I know people who will come in here and clip right above that crown, and you can do it that way too. I just do this particular method of going from the outside in and harvesting what I can. It's just something, like I said before, that I was taught to do. So I'm gonna continue harvesting this, and y'all come on and watch me for a little bit. Well, as y'all saw, that wasn't a bad harvest for my first cutting on this lettuce. I had 3 different varieties down through here. Not going to be able to harvest any of the spinach. It just hasn't come out like I wanted it to. I don't know what I did wrong with it. Don't know. I did something wrong. I ain't figured it out yet. But you've seen my three other different types of lettuce that I had down through here. I don't think it was bad harvest at all. Shoot, you can see here, see right here. I mean, I can stick my hand down there. This is a pretty good sized basket here. But you see all the different greens I got. I got the butter crunch, and I got the red romaine, and got the curly. So I got a pretty good thing there. As y'all see, that's a fairly good sized basket. I mean, I don't know how big it would be. Like I said, my hand can go almost up to the elbow all the way down to the bottom of it. And that was just off of this little bit right here. Right there, right here, and right here. That was it. As y'all see, my spinach ain't doing right. I don't know, like I said, I don't know what I did with my spinach. Cauliflower and the Brussels sprouts and stuff, they're looking good down there too. Of course, the strawberries are looking good. Some of the strawberries, if you can see right down through there, are coming on with some little old bitty strawberries. See it on the other side there? Are coming on with some small strawberries. However, I did realize that I've got a few things over here I was going to show y'all real quick. So come on, follow me with me over here. Alrighty, what you're looking at here is my kale that I let overwinter, and then I let it bolt. Now, if you look over here, notice these long pod looking things? That's where your seeds are at. See how them long pods down through here? That's where your seeds are at. All these right through here, okay? Notice there's only a few flowers left on that. What I'm gonna do is I've actually pulled that up, and I'm gonna hang that up and let it dry. And when it gets a little bit drier, I'm actually going to put it in a paper sack so I can catch all the seeds that come off this. And that's basically all you do. You just hang it up. Now this other here is still looking, yes, my babies are crying like they're just starving to death. Now my other ones here, they're not through bolting yet. But this one, you can see it's just a whole bunch of seed pods and very few flowers. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it up, and I'm going to hang it up so it can dry. While I'm here, that's my peppermint right there. Here's my sage. Now I live up here in North Mississippi. We're 7B, and this right here is bee balm. The reason I was going to show this is I had someone talking the other day. Sorry about that. I looked away as the cats went running by. Didn't mean to get it out of frame. But anyway, notice how big this is getting this year. I mean, this is a big, big plant. It takes bee balm 2 years to actually get like this and actually start flowering. So I'm going to be excited about having flowers on this. Now, someone on the Friends of Roots and Refuge Facebook page was talking about their lemongrass. Now, here's my lemongrass here and here. But they were talking about they didn't know if it was going to come back, if it was alive or not. Well, here what I've done here is I've actually cleaned it up and showed you. That was that. I just pulled the grass off of it like so. Okay, this other stuff here will come off. It's dead. Now that this has come off, see how tight that is to the ground? This is where it will all come back out of again, okay? This is going to be your good clump of your clump that your lemongrass will grow from. Just not ready for it to come up just yet, but that's where it'll grow out of, okay? So, but that's the bee balm. I was kind of wanting to show it. Like I said, here's the rosemary and the sage that I let overwinter. Well, all of this overwinter. For some fact, I don't put nothing up during the winter time. Like I said, this is my peppermint here. And that shows you how big it is. Then over here, I have my sweet mint from here. This is my whole sweet mint bed. And actually some of these smaller sprigs down here in the ground that you see, I will actually come in here, work up underneath it. I was hoping I could get one up without a problem, but it looks like they're all gonna be cantankerous and I'm just not gonna pull them. But what I'll do is I'll actually pull that up and I'll take me some sprigs of that and put them in a little bitty pots, and that's one of the things that I sell when I go to my maker's market. Oops, sorry. Anyway, what I was saying is that's one of the things I take to maker's market. So there's that and that. I've got to water everything because apparently it was warm today. So I've got to go water all the plants. I'm gonna turn the water on down here so everything down in here can get going good. But I appreciate y'all coming along with me with my harvest of my lettuce. Like I said, that wasn't a bad harvest for the first harvest. I'm actually probably gonna, next week I'm probably gonna harvest some sage. I'll harvest some rosemary. I'm really got to harvest the peppermint and really got to harvest the mint there. I can't wait until my lemongrass comes back on again. Man, this is just a good time. I love the springtime. I love when it's all coming back in. I hope y'all do too. But we appreciate y'all coming along with us today, and we're going to ask that you have a blessed day. I know I have, even though I worked today. I've had a blessed evening. And as always, stay safe.